Really nice meeting you tonight. I'm Marie-Gabrielle. I'm the co-founder of Le Wagon here in Montreal, along with Antoine, my associate and brother. I want to wish you a warm welcome to our 7th demo day in Montreal. Yeah, it's the 7th already. So our mission at Le Wagon is basically to bridge the gap between business, creativity, and technology. And by bringing technical skills to creative people who want to upskill their portfolio, to entrepreneurs who want to be able to build their startup, their products, to professionals who want to change careers, and to people who want to work in very interesting jobs in the tech industry. And we know that we need that today. I know that there are many recruiters in the room that are looking for hiring developers, project managers. So basically, Le Wagon is a 2-month program, a very intensive one, where we teach the coding skills, the programming basics, software architecture, databases, front-end, but also the soft skills, what we call the mindset, to be able to work in a team efficiently and effectively, and to be able to build MVPs. So originally from Paris, we now run the program in 30 cities and 20 countries around the world in just 5 years, actually. So it's pretty amazing. We are a huge community around the world. Right now we are like 3,700 alumni around the world. And today we are graduating actually 120 new alumni throughout the world. And amongst them there are these 22 beautiful, amazing people that... yeah. And tonight they will pitch their products they built the last 10 days of the bootcamp. I just wanted to say a few words about these guys, these women and men. I was really inspired by their commitment, their perseverance, their motivation, their hard work throughout this experience. Also, how they were able to collaborate all together to be stronger, to go further along the way. I'm also very inspired by the friendships they have built during these 9 weeks, and it's really true, it's a really an amazing human experience. Even though they are from very, very different backgrounds. We have artists, engineers, yoga instructors, business engineer, lawyer, so we have many, very different backgrounds and also different cultures and countries. They are coming from 10 different countries in the world, actually. But they all have this common goal to change their life and to learn to code. And that's really what Le Wagon is about, actually. So I'd like to give a huge round of applause to these 22 amazing persons. Congratulations. And I'm now pleased to hand over to Guillaume, our bootcamp manager, who will introduce the amazing groups. Enjoy your show.
Okay, guys, let's start. So tonight, our students, I think they're ready, quite ready to present you the 6 apps that they've been developing for the last 10 days of the bootcamp. I'd like also to give a little disclaimer for the people in the room that are not web developers. You cannot imagine the challenge it is to ship such apps in only 10 days, especially when 9 weeks ago you did not have any background in programming. In 10 days, yeah, you're gonna applaud afterwards. In 10 days, as a team, they went through all the steps of creating a web product from scratch, meaning to imagine the product, to design it, to prototype it, to define the tech specification, to code it, and finally to host it online and share it with the world and finally prepare the pitch that you're gonna see tonight. So, without further ado, it's now time to give a warm welcome to the first team, Approximity. So, Approximity is an app that helps you shop local in your neighborhood. So it's been built by Alexandre Schmidt, John Freeman, and Jeremy Memouni.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Thank you very much for being here. I'd like to give a first thanks to Le Wagon for actually the amazing experience that they've given us throughout those 9 weeks. And Yeah, please. Second to Lagar for actually welcoming us tonight in this amazing space. And and finally to Amin for the little vodka shot he gave me before the pitch. All right, so a proximity. For the first 17 years of my life, I lived in the same city. And one of the things I appreciated the most about it was that I could hang around in my neighborhood and like go to the bakery for buying some bread and spend 10 minutes with the butcher, you know, talking about the French politics and stuff like this, or like just hanging around my favorite shoe repair shop. When I arrived in Montreal 9 years ago, I tried to recreate the relationship I had with my local shop owners. And I quickly actually found myself just going to supermarkets or big malls just because it's quicker and more convenient. But I heard about our proximity. This little app that lets you basically put your address and afterwards drive an itinerary going through all the shops that you want to go to and coming back to your initial location. So let's try it. All right, so tonight I want to organize a dinner for my friends, let's say. And all right, so I'm going to start from Lagar and input the address of Lagar, so 5333 Casgrain. All right, then I want to go to the bakery because I want some bread for my dinner tonight. All right, looking good. So we've got them organized by location. So the first one is the closest to my initial location. Let's look at Guillaume's. They've got 4.7 stars. We can check the details of the business. They have like the reviews coming from the Google. We can check that they're open. I don't have much time, but they're still open right now. I have a few reviews. All right, so it's looking good. Let's add it to my route. Afterwards, I'd like to go flower shopping because my apartment not very well decorated, and I feel like a little enhancement wouldn't be bad. All right, dragon flowers. I like the name. 4.7 stars. Let's add it to my route. And finally, I need to go to the dry cleaner because my shirt's stained and, wouldn't make it worse. All right. So the first one is looking okay. It's the closest to where I am, so I'm going to add it to my list, but it's 3.7 stars, not looking too good. You know what? I'm also going to add Nettoyeur Unique Express. They got 4.8 stars. Might be a bit far, but let's add it to my route and see what's up. All right, so now I click on Go to Map to actually generate the route. All right, it's not looking too good. Nettoyeur Unique Express is pretty far away. I was not expecting to walk that much. I don't have that much time. So let's take it off the list and regenerate the route. Looking good. All right, so that's my initial location is here, and I can see that I can do all my chores by like actually going to Guillaume first, to the dry cleaner afterwards, and finally to Dragon Flowers. Thanks, our proximity. Looking good.
Indeed, it looked good. Thank you, guys. So it's now time to call Regalo, a messenger chatbot that helps you find the perfect gift. So we welcome here Alexandre Roubaud, Nancy Keitare, but there's also Vlad Vrangochev and Luc Anthony in the team.
So about a week ago, I was invited to a birthday party from an old classmate of mine. And there's nothing I hate more than being invited somewhere and coming empty-handed. So like every single time, with a tight budget of around $20, $30, or even $40, I end up wondering on what I can possibly get. And like every single time, when the date is approaching and I have no idea what to get, I end up getting a chatbot that will hopefully help me find what I'm looking for. So let's get started. And right now we're ending up on Regalo's Facebook page, and we want to send a message to Rose to see if she can help me out. So I'm going to pull out my phone, go on the Facebook Messenger app, and talk to Rose. So let me send a message right now. Oops. Little hiccup. Okay, and the bot is not happy either for all my messages. So Rose is talking to me now. She knows I'm online, and the first question Rose is asking me is, what's my budget, right? Because I want to make sure that I don't break the bank. That's my #1 priority. So this is for my older sister, Jennifer, and for Christmas. So I want to make sure it's a good gift, so I'm going to increase a bit my budget and make an effort this year. And I'm just going to put it to $80. Awesome, so now Rose is asking me what event is this gift for? So as we mentioned, I can just select Christmas. Great, and so now Rose wants to personalize my gift, and to do so, Rose needs more details about my sister, Jennifer. And so Rose is asking me, what relationship do I have with her? So it's my sister, so I'll just click the family category. And now Rose wants to know what's her age group. So it's an older sister, she's 33, so I'll put adult. And now her gender, so female. So almost done. Rose just needs a few more details to answer my needs. And she's asking, is my sister a party animal? Is my sister a couch potato? Or do I have no freaking clue? And actually, she's 9 months pregnant, so soon I'll be an uncle. So I'll say couch potato because she cannot move much anymore. And Rose is asking me, is my sister practical? And she has a really busy lifestyle, and she loves gifts that, answer some of her needs or some of her pains. So I'm definitely going to put yes. And finally, this seems like it's the last question. Rose is asking, what's the best category that would, fit my sister? And I know she always works on her laptop, and she works for a technology company, so techie would seem to be the right fit. And that's it. Seems like Rose has found something for me. So now I'm super excited to, see what's going to come up. And hopefully it'll be a good gift. So let's see what gift Rose came up with. Okay, so it's a tile, seems like a tech product. So let's just click on the link and check it out. Awesome, so it's the Tile Pro with replaceable battery. So I know this. For those who don't know, this is something you attach to your keychain or you put in your wallet. And if you lose one of your items, you can go on the Tile app and locate it. So actually this is a pretty good recommendation. I'm sure it's going to help her, in her busy lifestyle. And actually it's $60. So on top of that, I'm saving $20, right? So how awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and order that right now. So now I want to make this as convenient as possible. I don't want to go and have to buy it somewhere. So I'm going to get it shipped right at the door. So I'm going to enter my address here at 5333 Casgrain. And then I'm ready to pay straight for my order. So I just have to enter my credit card information. So I'll start with my credit card number. And then I have my credit card expiry date and the CVC. So now I just go and pay. And done. As easy as it is. Now my order just goes through, and I'll receive a confirmation email directly, and my gift will be directly delivered right to my door. And so now I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm not going to come with that same lame bottle of wine that I always get from the SAQ, and I have the perfect gift for my sister for Christmas. So now join me in helping millions of people find the perfect gift for Christmas. Thank you very much.
Wow, such a cool app. Would you use it? Yeah! Thank you. So, it's now time to welcome the third team. So, the next team is called Travelly. They created an app that helps you travel stress-free, basically. So, let's welcome Tsui Hammerman, Vinicius Ichizaki, Songi Ann, and Elizabeth Creary.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. So after the boot camp, I'd like to go on a European trip. I'd like to do some camping in some Nordic countries like Denmark, and then maybe check out some busier cities like Paris, Amsterdam, and Barcelona. But the problem is, once I'm done with my camping and I get to Paris, I'll have some camping gear that I don't really need. And I don't want to carry it with me the rest of my trip, and I don't really want to throw it out either. So I'd like to share it with other travelers who maybe would need it as well. So luckily for me, Travelly helps me do exactly that. Travelly helps travelers who are passing through the same city share items which they don't need. So the way it works is that you go to the homepage, you simply add your itinerary, and then you choose whether you want to search or share an item. So in my case, I'll be going to Denmark, so let's add Copenhagen for a week, and then I'll be going to Paris for a week, and Amsterdam, and then Barcelona for a week. And since I'll have a sleeping bag, which I won't be needing, I'll choose the share option. Okay, great. Here, I can add some of the description about my item, some basic info. I can easily upload a photo. And since I'll be using my item in Copenhagen, I'll make it available in the other cities. And I can easily choose exactly which city I'd like to make it available in. Okay, great. Looks like my item was uploaded successfully. Now I can also see all the items that are available in the route that I'm going and make a request for something for myself. Okay, great. Here, Travelly separates the items by city, and it also pre-filters the items to show only what's available with the intersected dates for me. So here in Copenhagen, we see some travel items which might be useful for a traveler. Let's check out what's in Paris. Okay, and there's my sleeping bag, so it's good. Now someone else can send me a request. Hopefully that'll happen. And let's see on the bottom, I think there looks like a museum pass. I really like museums. I think I'll check that out. Okay, here we see some more info. And I can see the exact dates that it's available for me. So it's showing the exact date that both the owner of the item and myself will be in Paris. So I think I'll make a request. Okay, great. Let's see what else is there. So let's check out Barcelona. Okay, let's check out the guidebook. I think that might be useful. All right, I see some info. I think I'll make a request. Okay, since it's been some time since I uploaded my sleeping bag, I think I'll check if there's any updates. Okay, looks like I have an offer. Let's check it out. Looks like Vinicius sent me an offer, and it looks like we'll both be in Paris from the 7th to the 14th. I think I'll accept. Okay, great, and let's check out the status of my sent requests. Awesome, looks like my request for a museum pass was accepted. Great. Okay, now I can travel light and easy while enjoying a free day at the museum. Thank you, Travelly. And I just want to thank my awesome team, Sunny, Elizabeth, and Vinny.
And thank you, Tzvi. Yeah, it's now time to welcome the fourth team, Hoodie, an app that helps you connect with your neighbors. So it's been built by Alexander Ver, Armand Chariot, and Alexandre Georges. Thank you.
So, hi everybody. It's a real pleasure for us, like our team, to see you all here tonight and to present you our MVP and what we did during these 2 intense weeks. So let's see first why. We all know that during those past decades, cities have become larger and larger. And this fact leads us to a point where neighborhoods and the meanings of neighborhoods has completely changed. Before, people were able to help each other with like small daily things. People were able to speak and to share, but this has completely disappeared. So I want to talk to you about a little personal story. I arrived here 2 months ago. I arrived here alone, and I'm arrived here to embrace this new venture of coding with the Wagon, which by the way I recommend to everybody, of course. So during my journey here, I struggled a lot to get to know the city well, and especially my neighborhood. I struggled a lot because during this intense boot camp, I didn't find, that's a little example, but for instance, during this intense boot camp, I didn't find enough time to cook. And I should maybe say also that, and I should confess that I'm a real bad cooker. So each day I had, and my mission was to find cheap and good restaurant. So I assure you that wasn't something easy because here the food and restaurant are quite a bit expensive. So tonight I'm really happy to present to you Hoodie. So Hoodie can easily, it's a new way of connection and it's a new way of connecting neighbors. So Hoodie can easily be described as the wall of your neighborhood, where people can easily ask and share, you as me, information about your neighbor. But that's not all. People can also ask for favors. Like, that's my case tonight, I really need an object. So let's say tonight I need a barbecue. And I know it looks a bit strange in winter, but I need a barbecue because I'm a real fan of grilled meat and I miss that so much. So let's see, and I need a grill, can someone help me? As simple as that. But I want also to spread this message only to people who live at 300 meters from me. Because I don't want to work too much with a barbecue in my hand in the street, right? So let's post. It looks nice. So maybe. Oh wait, I can see something. I can see that Bjork is looking for some good Italian food. That's something fun, because maybe I should just check first his location. And it's fun because during 2 months I spent 2 months eating in a lot of places around here, so I clearly can help him. So let's comment that. Hey, I know a great place nearby called Il Miglio. It's a good Italian restaurant, so let's comment that. But wait, I just got a notification. Someone already answered to me about the barbecue I'm asking for. That's really nice. So let's see my unread message. Amin Lagar. Who is this guy? So, so Amin Lagar. So what does he say? He say me, hi Armand, I have got one available if you want, feel free to contact me. That's perfect, that's all what I need. So I will definitely contact him later. So but maybe I should create a local event with such neighbors, such nice neighbors as Amin. So let's create a local event and let's say, hey neighbors, sorry. Yeah, that's a bit, that's a French accent, everybody know. So, hey neighbors, I'm having a little barbecue party on Saturday. Feel free to come and don't forget your meat, for instance. And sorry if there is vegetarian here. I know that Montreal is a real vegetarian city, but you can still bring tofu. So okay, let's do that, but it's an event, so of course we need a date. So we need a date, and I will say on the 1st December at 7 p.m. That sounds perfect. What is this phone ringing here? Like, okay, and let's do that. Maybe I only want to invite people that live at 200 meters maximum from my home, because I don't, from my Airbnb, sorry, because yeah, that sounds better. And maybe only people between 20 and 30 years old. Sorry for the older guy in the room, but that's how it works. So let's pause that. That sounds perfect. But in fact, I don't really know what to do tonight. So maybe I should check what's going on around here. So let's go to local event. And if we scroll a bit, maybe I will. Oh wait, I can see that Le Wagon is doing an after party tonight. And beers on Guillaume. That's even better. So I definitely want to go there. So let's participate. And wait, it's in 1 hour, so perfect timing. So Hoodie, connect with your neighborhood. Thanks for listening, and see you later.
Congratulations to the team. I can tell you that Armand really enjoyed the neighborhood for the last 9 weeks. Like, he did not wait this up. So, it's now the time to welcome the team Derails. They created an app that helps you basically to get your bike fixed really easily. So it's been created by Jasper Brimter, Aneta Cresucci, good? Yeah. Anne-Marie Laplante and Nader Kadour. Let's go, guys.
Good looking crowd. So if there's one thing I've learned at Le Wagon, besides coding, is that time is important. And when you're coding for 8, 10, 12 hours a day and you're exhausted, you don't have time to do the other things in life you like cooking a meal, reading your book, and going to bed early. And one thing I did to make sure I was here on time every day was ride my bike. would look good, feel good, get here on time, and my commute was 7 minutes long. A couple weeks ago, we had that really rainy week, and it wrecked my bike. My brakes were totally seized, and I had to resort to walking, turn my commute into a half hour each way every day. That's 45 extra minutes a day, 4 hours a week I was losing from spending with these guys and learning how to code. Luckily, for people like me who are conscious of their time, there is a way, I hear, to get your bike repaired without losing any time. So I could sit at home and code and have one of my neighbors come over and do all the repairs I need. That's Derails. Oh yeah, give it up. They've got a great ticketing system. We're going to find out how to use it here. You start off by creating a ticket. It's got all the information you need about your bike and how to fix it. You post it, lets all the mechanics in your area see it. You're connected with a mechanic, and that's it. They come over, they fix your bike, and you're riding again in no time. Doesn't that feel good? My bike is still a mess. You guys are going to help me fix it today. Let's make a ticket. So the first thing I've got to do is select from one of their categories about common bike problems. In my case, my brakes are totally shot, so I'm going to select brakes. And upload a couple pictures. So the first picture is going to be an overview of the bike, so the mechanic will know the model, the type of bike, if they need specific tools or anything. And the second picture is going to be of the specific problem on my bike, just to let the mechanic kind of diagnose it and get a really specific idea of what's wrong and what they're going to have to do. I'll explain what my problem is and put in my address, 5333 Kaskaya, right here. Doesn't have to be your home, could be wherever your bike breaks down. That's great. And I'll submit the ticket. Now, once my ticket's submitted, I can see the status, see if anyone's responded. I can view specific info, see my high quality pictures here, my description, and eventually update it when a mechanic gets in touch with me. So all I have to do now is sit back and relax and wait for a neighborhood mechanic to come and fix my bike.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jasper. Bootcamp's almost over, and I don't have a job. I don't know what to do. I'm passionate about bikes, and I was considering working at a bike store. But bike stores these days, I feel like they're overrated. Like people, when their bikes are broken, they don't want to walk their bike to the bike store. It's far, it's inconvenient. In Montreal, you can't bring them in the metro, and so you're basically stuck. But I'm still really passionate about bikes, and I heard that with Derails, I can fix people's bikes wherever they are. So I just signed up as a mechanic for the first time, and I'm going to go check out the people around me that have bike problems. Wow, so it seems Derails is really international. So let's start by checking the problems that are in Montreal. All right, that's still a lot of things, so let's try to narrow it down. I'm a beginner, but I know how to fix flat tires, and I'm pretty good with derailleurs, so we can add gears in there. All right, so we only have 3 results, now it's a bit better. So the first one seems pretty far, Henri Bourassa, I don't really live close to there. Second one is closer, but 3 people have already answered, and I'm not sure if I can do a good job. So the last one here is really close, and there's only been 1 answer. So let's go view it. So the current lowest bid is $45. I'm pretty confident that to fix a flat tire, I can do it for cheaper. The guy uploaded lots of pictures. He needs it urgently, so let's leave a comment to see if I can be the one to fix his bike. So I can tell him that I can come fix his bike real soon, this weekend, for instance. And I can tell him that I can do it for $30. Hopefully he'll pick me because I'm a bit cheaper. And I'll tell him that he can text me at 514-11111. So I'll leave an answer. And now that I've left an answer, I can also see who else has commented on the same ticket. Oh, wow. It seems that our bootcamp manager is also using Derails. Hopefully this guy will message me instead of Guillaume. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you to my amazing team, Anne-Marie, Annetta, and Nader.
Thank you, Jasper. We'll talk about that later. Thank you. Okay. So it's already the time to welcome the last team. Ooh. But it's a great team. So now please welcome Sophie, and that helps you basically to find the new book on your pile. So with Camille Villard, Claire Sackman, and that's it. Let's go.
Thank you. And also with Esteban, who's here, and Serge. So, hi everyone. My name is Camille. I'm a graphic designer, soon to be a dev. And as we say in French, I'm a real rat de bibliothèque. In summary, I love to read. And what's more, I love collecting books. That's why I have a huge pile of books beside my bed, waiting for the perfect moment to be read. The issue is, when you think you finally found that perfect moment, you make a start, and well, life gets in the way, and the book is left unfinished, and that pile no smaller. So, to help me solve this problem, I signed up to an app called Sofia recently. First, I added all the books that I own to my profile. Then, to help me to get to know me a little better, Sophie asked me to take a speed reading test. That way, her suggestions could be more accurate, and my chances to actually finish the book improved. So, based on that result, Sophie should know when I'm finished with the book. Which reminds me, I just got an email this morning asking me about my progress in Pride and Prejudice. I managed to squeeze in some reading last night and reached page 255, so I'm just going to update it when the website, when the internet is going to cooperate with us. Don't worry. So I'm on page 255, so I can update it. And that's cool. I'm almost finished with that one. So the other day, I was walking past a bookshop, and I really couldn't help myself and get in, browse the bookshelves, and, well, naturally, buy a new book. So now that I have it in my real pile of books, let's add it to my virtual pile. So the title is Madame Bovary. And I really think that's a classic book, and well, it's also a fiction, I think. So yeah, I'm going to add the book, and now it's on my reading pile. But you know what? I really don't feel like reading it right now. So, but before to step it aside and forget about it, or maybe worse, reading it at the wrong moment, I'm just going to assign it to a reading mood. Because for me, books are much better when they match your mood and that you have actually the right amount of time to read them. So I'm just going to create a new mood. I really think that I would love to read Madame Bovary when I'm in Paris, and let's say with a bottle of wine and maybe some cheese in between chapters. I know that's really cliché, but well, that's right. So I'm just going to create my mood. That way I have like all the books that I want when I'm in Paris, actually. Yeah, I create the mood, so that's cool. Now, the bootcamp ends in a few minutes now, so that's cool. That means I will have all the time that I want to read. So let's ask Sophie which one will be the next perfect book for me. And right now, I really feel like I really fancy some light reading, so I'm just going to go with my mood reading after an intense 9 weeks coding bootcamp, which is a mood, like a cool mood name. I really think I can read maybe 7 hours a day. And I'm leaving for Paris for Christmas in 10 days, and I really want to finish my book by then, so let's say 10 days. And yeah, give me a book, Sophie. Oh, the whole Harry Potter saga. That's amazing. It's been like a year since I haven't read it. So yeah, I think I'm going with this one. Yay, I guess Sophie was right. My next book was already in my pile. Thank you, everyone.
Congrats. So it's already over, the sixth speech. I think that all the students they know deserve a huge round of applause. Congratulations, guys. Now it's time to welcome on stage Andy Moreau, which is the co-founder and CEO of Automate AI. So Automate AI is a great company, basically, which is building a new category of conversational marketing. We had the chance to welcome Andy for one of our Wagon talk. He's going to give the certificates to the freshly graduated students. So stage is yours.
Thanks, Guillaume. How many of you guys know what Automate AI is? My whole intro depends on you believing that I'm a big deal and my company's a big deal, so I'm going to give you like a small thing, right? So I've had an okay career, right? I think. We'll see. If this speech, the whole thing just tanks. We'll see, though. I started out as a programmer, right? I started out doing that stuff, and then I grew up into an R&D manager, and then I built the world's first. I've been working in conversational AI, so computers you talk to, for like 18 years, and I built the first like Siri for companies. Deployed this at like amazing brands like Domino's and Bank of America and all these crazy companies. And I worked for this company called Nuance, who is basically the speech recognition leader. I love language and I love tech, and so being able to work in this stuff has been awesome. And then I built this product that made like a couple $100 million at a big company that I worked at, and then I became a product manager and actually built a whole business around that thing. And then a bunch of VCs came to me and they said, "You're wasting your life at this big company, you should start a company." And so I started a company. We raised like 11 million bucks US, mostly from Bay Area investors, some of whom are really cool, and now we're off to the races and building this thing. So assuming any of you want any of that, I'm gonna tell you what I think about you guys and what your future holds from, here's the thing. When I'm a little bit, you guys are probably two things, I think, in addition to all wearing the same shirt. You're a little bit scared right now, and you're like a lot excited, right? You're like, you've got this crazy new future, you've just done this thing. I really like it when I'm in that spot, when I can talk to somebody who's done stuff, and they can like tell me that everything's gonna be okay to ease the fear, and they can tell me that everything's gonna be awesome to like jack up the excitement I have. So that's what I'm gonna try and do for you guys. So I think there's three groups of you though, right? So the first group, I think, is the group that is here because they already have jobs, and they want to learn about technology because they're here, they work with technology people, or they work with technologists, or the industry's being disrupted, or whatever, right? You guys are like fine. You guys are like so fine. You already have jobs, number one. Number two, I've managed hundreds of people in my career. Like the people who spend their time and money improving themselves so they can serve their customers better, or they can be more knowledgeable. Like, you guys are so good. Like, if your careers aren't awesome right now, they're definitely going to be awesome, because that's the kind of person I want to hire. Like, if you're in a non-technical role and you're in HR or any kind of operational thing or accounting, like, I want to hire you if you're here. It's crazy. That's like so good. So you guys are totally already awesome. You're cream of the crop. Nobody does this stuff. Like, nobody goes out. They just watch Netflix. They're watching Netflix right now. Like, that's who you're competing with. So you guys are awesome. The second group is those of you that wanted to learn how to program to sort of get out of your job, or like you extend your job, become better, move from something, I heard somebody say design, like other things, and you want to get into the world of programming and development, right? Like, you guys, this is so good. Like, human beings were put on planet Earth to build technology. Like, that's what these are for. They're also for thumbs up, but they're mainly just for building technology. Like, that's our purpose as a species. So the only job that you can really do that achieves the human species purpose on the planet Earth is to have a job in technology, and you guys are all doing that. So that's amazing. I don't know why anyone doesn't do that job. So you guys are now on the right side of species, I want to say valuation, but I actually think that's true, species valuation, which is amazing. And one thing I thought about when I thought about you guys was, there's this feeling of, hey, okay, this is great, like I'm learning how to build web apps, but aren't we all in like this post-web, post-mobile AI world now, especially in Montreal and things like that? What I want to tell you as a guy who runs an AI company and has a bunch of PhDs on staff, nobody wants expensive, high-priced PhD talent to be building front-end and back-end code, and everybody needs you to build AI companies. So you actually get to participate in that, because people need you to productize all the cool, neat stuff they build and actually turn it into something that human beings can use. And I got to tell you, this stuff was like really good. I didn't know what I thought I was going to see, but this was like, you guys are good. This is like good stuff. So you guys are fine too, and you can participate in that economy. The other thing I want to tell you is, I've met people like you guys who do these kind of programs, and then you come out and you have this weird pathology where you think you're like the worst technology person in the room when you get a job. What I want to tell you, as a guy, again, who's hired and managed hundreds of people, Google, everyone has stopped doing those silly tech interviews, like manhole covers and all that shit, like because they now know from data that the best people are the curious communicators who like to work with people, who care about customer problems and can actually deal with technology. So that's all of you. You're not the worst technologists in the room, you're the best technologists because most of you come from other careers and you have all those other skills. So believe in that and don't walk into the room being like, I learned at Le Wagon, I didn't have a computer science degree, okay? You guys are awesome. So I would hire you. In fact, honestly, I want to talk to like many of you. Please come talk to me after. Last group is I'm going way over. What else is new? Last one though. This is those of you who are entrepreneurs, right? Something like 40% of you guys are entrepreneurs or whatever. So, oh God, man, I gotta tell you, I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts. But like, I love that about you. There is no job harder and more insane than like this job. So like, I salute you, number one. It's incredibly hard. The thing I want you guys to think about is your job is to build a scalable, repeatable business model. It's not to build a web app. It's not to build technology. Like, that's your job, and there is literally nothing harder on planet Earth than building a new business model that nobody ever thought of. It's way harder than building products, right? And so if you're gonna do that, the number one thing I want you to know is it literally is the hardest thing. Paul Graham talks about companies are default dead, like you're burning more money than you're making, so my company's default dead right now, right? And you gotta get to like default alive. You're cash flow positive or you're growing really fast, something that's gonna make you not die. And that's like literally Frankenstein shit, right? That's like magical, alchemical insanity to be able to do that stuff. So the thing I want you to know is it is as hard as it feels, and everybody's shit is awful. That's what I want you to know. Nobody tells you, everybody says, it's awesome, man, I'm crushing it, like whatever. Total lies. Emotions, hiring, the product, the technology, the customers, everything is a total shit show. But it's your shit show. So enjoy that because most people don't get it. So you motherfuckers ready to graduate?